Hey y'all, what's up? This is Jesse Both, aka J-Bone, and we're here to play hole number 4 of the Greenoch Point course. This is a par 4, and you will see this hole on the Royal Open tournament. This is a Tour 10 hole, so this is the distance you will see in the Pro and in the Expert division. There are several ways you can play this hole, and a lot of it depends on the type of wind you get. If you have a tailwind, you can go to the left or to the center. But if you have a headwind, you're going to have to go probably to the right side, which is probably the safest shot. And you can do this with an extra mile, Thor, pretty much any of those upper level drivers that you possess if you're in the Pro or the Expert. The Kingmaker would be a good choice of ball because the Kingmaker will knock down a little bit of the wind, give you a good amount of curl as well. Give you a good amount of side spin as well. And as you see, Joe's opponent takes a really just a very good safe shot, which is all he needs. And I'd like to thank Joseph Kim, by the way, for submitting this video for you all to have something to see. He does a lot of videos for me in the upper tours, and I greatly thank him for doing that. And you see Joe, he's got the Apocalypse, but he's going to take pretty much the same pathway that his opponent took. And let's see. With a headwind, you really don't have much of a choice on this hole. You really have to go to the right side. Otherwise, you might risk going into the bunker. You might risk going into the bunker or the rough. And you really don't want to do that on this hole. Those bushes are in play, and you definitely don't want to go into those bushes. So you see both these guys set up themselves pretty good, giving themselves a chance to get to the green for their birdie. Just keep in mind, this is a par 4. Eagles are very rare on this hole, but they can happen. But it might take a stroke of a little bit of luck. Here you see his opponent has the Guardian, and for this shot, the Guardian is probably one of the better clubs to have, just because of the amount of backspin you have. And you see me set up for the wind, and this ball is probably going to land really close to the green. Yep. But you see, with the backspin that the Guardian has, that ball is able to stop on a dime once it hits the green surface, and really give this guy a really nice shot. You couldn't really play it much better than that, considering the situation he was in. Here Joe has a Sniper, which is one of my favorite clubs, and he does have a good amount of backspin on it because he does have it leveled up. So he will have an opportunity to make a similar shot that his opponent made. It all depends on his aiming. Can he aim his shot where it hits enough of that rough and gives the ball enough time to hit the green and spin back? That's the question. He should have adjusted about almost 12 bars, so almost one full circle and 2 bars. And you see he just has a little bit too much speed and maybe a little bit off aim-wise. If he was a little bit more to the right, he might have been able to catch a little bit more of that green and spin it back like his opponent did. I think his ball came in a little bit more to the left, and he just ran out of room. So it wasn't technically anything that cost him as far as equipment he had. I think it was just a little bit of the wind took his ball a little bit farther left than his opponent's was taken. So his opponent's going to take the easy birdie putt right here, and Joseph Kim is going to have to make his chip off the fringe, which for an experienced veteran like himself is probably a piece of cake. Here you see he has the rapier. Look at that little man, look how small that target gets on the rapier when you pull it back. Top spin, pull it back. That target gets so small that it almost makes it to where you can hit the ball great, most of the time, and still make the shot. So let's see how he does it here. And he hits it great, so we're going to see if it works. And look at that. It still hits the center of the cup, even hitting it great. And as you've seen, he had the ball lined up in the center of the cup. So, just the sheer forgiveness that club offers you is amazing. So, anyways, that was hole number 6. And hopefully y'all enjoyed it and learned a thing or two, especially what to do if you have a headwind. If you have a tailwind, go left or go center. But with a headwind, you got to go right. and set yourself up for the best possible chance to get that birdie. So anyways, thank you, Joseph Kim, once again. Check us out on Facebook, Golf Clash 19th Hole.